evening. We are playing the Wendy's Feast of Legends RPG, which is very, very, very loosely like 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. So if you're familiar with that, this thing is very, very light and very similar. You'll be fine. So all of you have your pre-made characters. Tonight we'll have let's see if I can remember who's playing who. Sven is playing the Frosty character, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And David is playing the Dave's Double character.
That's right. I'm here.
Awesome. And Ingorgio is playing the Chicken Nuggets character.
Peace.
And Vex is playing the Baked Potato character.
That's right.
All right. And Bacon is playing the Baconator.
Correct.
Awesome. So the 5 of you are an intrepid group of adventurers who have set out for your very first adventure together, and you have ended up in the city of Freshtovia, which I will share a map for you. This is sort of the nation of Freshtovia, and then the capital city on the bottom is where the 5 of you have come. There is a festival happening right now. And the festival is celebrating 50 years of Queen Wendy reigning over the kingdom. So it's her golden jubilee, or whatever you would call that. There's a lot of games and competitions going on in the city, and the streets are streamers and flowers. There's beautiful gardens set up where people can sit down and have a lovely meal of French fries and Baconators and Frosties. Right? And Queen Wendy is inside of the castle at the moment, and everybody's sort of celebrating, playing games, and she is scheduled to make an address to the people at any moment now. So what are the 5 of you sort of doing? Are you guys looking for some games to play or some shops to visit or anything like that?
Let's see. Dave was thinking a game would be great.
A game? Okay. So I screwed up, but just one moment. There are games to play, actually. So there are, you can play view wherever you happen to be. Maybe you're standing at the central fountain, and to the east of you, you can see a little corral where they're racing pigs, and you can bet on some pig races. Or just past that, you can play there's a little stall set up where you can play a dice game, and the person running that stall is saying, "Come on, get your 4 for 4, get your 4 for 4." Do any of those games sound like a game you might want to play?
Frosty's into the 4 for 4.
Okay.
So is Chicken Nuggets.
All right. So the party, you guys approach the 4 for 4 stall. And this game is played by going 4 for 4. So you'll roll 4 d4s in a row, one at a time. And the best score you can get is obviously 16. You'll ante in by paying 1 gold piece, and the higher your roll, the bigger portion of the pot that you will win. So if you will be anteing in, you can go ahead and type in chat that you ante for 1 gold. You can just type I'm anteing or whatever. There you go. Perfect. And then when everybody's anteed in, we'll start rolling d4s. All right. I'll give everybody just a few more seconds if anybody else wants to ante in. Oh, I think that was everybody, actually. Okay, so everybody is going to roll 4 d4s, but separately, so one at a time. And go ahead and roll actually, you can just roll all 4 together. My bad. Yeah, so you can either grab the dice and right-click to add more. Well, you guys all know how to use Fantasy Grounds. I don't know why I'm giving you a tutorial.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, I didn't lose.
All right. So, Forrest rolled baked potato, also known as Forrest. You did roll the highest, and your share of the pot is 3 gold pieces. And in second place, Baconator, you get 2 gold pieces, and everybody else gets none. So,
I am not a
go ahead.
smart man, but I know
Oh.
what winning.
You guys did great, and the stall runner says, all right, make room for other people to come and play. Don't crowd around, and you can see sort of around you there's like maybe 6 or 7 more people kind of standing around the stall waiting for their turn to go 4-4-4. So you all sort of take the hint that, you know, one game, maybe come back later, play it. Meanwhile, as you guys are sort of enjoying the festivities of the day, you notice around you that the crowd hanging around the castle waiting for the queen's speech seems to be getting a little antsy and impatient, and there are guards sort of at the gates to the castle kind of pushing people back, saying, she'll come out when she's ready, don't bother the queen, don't mess with me, hey, don't push, no pushing. And you can kind of tell that the crowd might be getting a little too impatient. Do you guys do anything?
So Frosty will go over there, and I'm going to sort of work my way into the crowd toward the guards, and I'm going to exude my little spoon feature.
Okay. So that gives you a bonus to charisma rolls, right?
No, that's my passive one. The little spoon
Right.
feature says any number of enemies within 20 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw or feel a sense of great friendship towards you.
Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, okay. As you approach, the guard sort of looks you up and down and kind of winks and says, "Hey, Frosty, how you doing?"
And I'll wink back and turn toward the crowd. Everyone, she'll be just out. She's just finishing up. You don't want her to be rushed, do we?
And some people in the crowd kind of look at each other and shake their heads and, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. And they begin dispersing and leaving the guards alone. Hey, Frosty, thanks for that. You're really good at talking to people. I kind of like that. And after a few moments pass, a strange figure wearing sort of a hooded cloak, and sort of has like a dark appearance, wearing all dark clothes, approaches the party, and he says to you, I'm having technical difficulties here. He says to you that there's some happening in the realm of Freshtovia. Can't the 5 of you intrepid adventurers sense the dread falling upon our nation?
I thought it was just something I ate.
It does feel a little frosty around here, or cold.
The guy says, didn't you see the statue of Dave here in Freshtovia is it's missing a piece. And he sort of points to this beautiful 10-foot high bronze statue of Dave, who is an ancestor of Queen Wendy. And right there near the plaque, there's an inscription on the plaque that says, never cut corners. And right that there's a big chunk missing from the statue. And the hooded figure says to the five of you, I think you all look like you could complete a quest. If I gave you a quest, would you do it for me?
I'm always willing to do a quest, especially if anybody's been messing with my doubles statue.
If it will help Queen Wendy, absolutely.
Yes. I'm certain that her delay could be for reasons that are unknown to the general populace. I think the five of you should head to the French Fry Forest.
Stupid is as stupid does.
If there's battles, I will go. My daddy died in battle. My grandpa died in battle. My great grandpa died in battle. And guess what? I will die in.
And he says, wonderful. I believe I can sense the missing piece of this statue somewhere within the French Fry Forest. And we all know the legends of Dave. If his essence goes missing, bad things are surely to follow. And with that, he sort of turns tail and just about faces and begins walking away. So the five of you do know that the French Fry Forest is sort of due north of Freshtovia. And he seemed very adamant that something bad is happening. So if you would like to, you could go straight to the French Fry Forest.
To battle.
Let's go.
I have my sleeping bag. I'm ready to go.
All right. Wonderful. Okay, good, because I didn't do that city very well.
Forrest, will you roll our baked potato, please?
Is what?
Will you roll me, please? In my wheelchair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. You don't have your magic legs with you, Lieutenant Dan?
Not yet, Forrest. Not yet.
Okay, then I'm gonna push him along. I mean, he's probably like got wheels at the bottom of his little chicken nugget car.
That sounds about right. If you all don't mind chatting amongst yourselves for just a moment while I prep the little scene here.
Just so you know, Rabbit, people are loving this right now.
Okay. Usually I'm a little more on point than I am tonight, I promise. But I was having issues with the last map for some reason, but it's fine.
I don't know if everybody's noticed my shirt. They noticed Caesar's shirt. I've got on the enemy's shirt.
You mean Sven's shirt, not Caesar's shirt.
Oh, right. So, yeah, I said Caesar, but it was Caesar in chat who noticed your shirt.
Yeah.
So, Chicken Nuggets, what is it that you can do? You can already seen that I can influence people around me.
I can throw things, and I stabby.
Can you throw your legs?
I lost my legs.
Oh.
Which I didn't even look at this class. I guess I should look at.
And what of you, Chicken Little? What do you do?
Spicy chicken.
Oh, he changed it up here. Yes, spicy chicken.
Oh
what do
no,
you do?
we don't have a spicy chicken anymore. Bacon's the Baconator.
Yeah, I was going to be spicy chicken, but I switched.
And Gorgio's chicken nuggets. That's right. Okay.
It makes way more sense for you to play the Baconator.
Mhm.
So I've been told.
Okay.
So, Baconator, what is it that you do?
I hit people with a spatula.
I
That's really
love
about
it.
it.
So all of the burgers, they're more on the tankier or weapon side. They get like the heavy weapons and stuff like that. So they're sort of your martial characters. And then a lot of the sides, like the Frosty and the baked potato, they're usually utility or range DPS classes. And then the chicken classes were kind of like in the middle. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I stabby. I have a knife.
Stabby.
Yep.
Okay.
I have my ladle ready to go.
Nice.
I have a straw and a spoon if they get close enough.
And you guys can rearrange your tokens there for whichever order you prefer to have marched here in or whatever. The journey to the forest was uneventful and very short. The forest, the French Fry Forest, is only about like 20 minutes outside of the capital city of Freshtovia. And as you approach the forest, though, a sort of sense of foreboding kind of washes over your intuition. Like you just feel like something is off and not quite. The plant life in the forest seems to sort of being growing into and over each other. It's much more thickly vegetated than it usually is. And the forest just seems sort of kind of wild now. You come to this sort of opening leading into the forest, and there's kind of growing walls made of like vines and tree trunks, and just the forest sort of growing into like a walkway for you guys to take, making a path through the forest.
Come along, Forrest.
And so just ahead of you, you see that the path kind of curves to the right, and there seem to be two sort of openings at this intersection just in front of you. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna move up to the intersection.
Yep, that's where I'm going.
I'm gonna roll the legless chicken nuggets forward.
Okay. So Baconator, to your left, as you sort of pass into this intersection, you see to the room to the left of you, you see these strange sort of hulking, shadowy looking creatures, and they're snarling at you as you come into their field of view, just growling. What do you do?
Hit him with my spatula.
Towards you. I just saw him.
I will shoot it with my straw.
Okay. So you attack them?
Yep.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Is there initiative or no?
I'm sorry?
Is there initiative or no?
No, I mean, so as you pass by, they snarled and growled at you. Maybe you launch some sort of attack, and then
I don't
after
think I
that,
can
we'll
launch
roll initiative.
anything.
Oh, you don't have anything you can throw at them?
Toss me.
It's
Can
okay.
I throw my sleeping bag at them? How about boots? Can I throw my boots at them?
Sure. Yeah, just make one of your regular melee weapon attacks, and then I'll let you deal 1d4 damage for throwing your
It's
boots
fine.
at it.
I'm not gonna throw my boots. I know
Okay.
you. You make me walk into something sharp.
And Frosty unleashes through the straw shot that Frosty has little straw spitballs and just launches them at these creepy, snarling monsters. And with that, I will have everybody roll for initiative. And it should pop up. I'm using the roll for initiative extension.
Even Forrest's int is low because he's a -1. I love.
What? What did I do?
He has a -1 to his initiative. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do.
Because he's in a wheelchair. No, I'm kidding. That's not why. That's really mean.
I'm in the wheelchair,
He's not in
buddy.
the
How-
wheelchair.
He's in the
Oh, you're
wheelchair.
in the wheelchair.
Forrest is a baked
Yeah.
potato. He's a bit
Right.
slow.
Right. So up
He was looking
first,
at the wrong part of the intersection.
is this hunger pang. That's what they are, by the way. They are pangs of hunger. It can only move 25. Perfect enough to up towards the Baconator, and it's going to try and bite you. It's so hungry. But it misses woefully. And then this one will probably do the same. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And it's going to go for Lieutenant Dan.
No.
No, not
But it
Lieutenant
missed.
Dan.
And Baconator, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna attack.
So what's your weapon again? You said you had a spatula?
Spatula.
All right. So you whop it with your spatula. And it's already dying. Or dead, rather. Well done. Will that end your turn?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you can pass
I got
on the combat target. Beautiful. All right, Dave's double. What would you like to do? He
Well,
already, you saw the Baconator just whop this one down with his spatula.
Okay, I'm going to use my ladle and strike the one that's right there next to us.
Awesome. I love it. Is the ladle just like this giant, like almost quarterstaff sized ladle?
It's you've never seen a ladle this big.
All right, you whomp down super hard with your ladle. And not quite enough to kill it. Will you be doing anything else for your turn?
No, I'm staying right there.
Okay. And you can pass on the combat tracker. Usually I try to get my players to always pass their turns when they're done. Beautiful. Lieutenant Dan, chicken nuggets.
Since he tried to crush more of my feet, I'm going to pull out my knife and go stabby and deny him his.
You take a bite out of you. You hit
Uh-huh.
with your little knife, doing 1 damage. Beautiful.
Forrest, I need you to finish him off for me.
Come on, Forrest.
Okay, I'm gonna step up next to my very best friend, and I'm gonna attempt to stab this thing with my, what is it called? My great fork.
Okay, so you have this just giant, it's basically a trident, really, giant
Right.
fork. And that's a hit.
I have a feeling it's made of plastic, though.
Oh no, this one is very nice wood, and the fork prongs
You
are
said wood.
solid iron. I did say
Yeah,
wood.
it looks like that, Sven. Only bigger.
All right. You hit the hunger ping, and as you hit it, it slumps down. It's almost dead. You're almost there. Will you
Okay.
be doing anything else for your turn?
I would also like to use my hearty fulfillment power, if I
Ooh,
can, which requires
sure.
a successful wisdom check, I believe.
What does it do again? I'm new
If
stuff.
I make
Sorry.
a successful wisdom check, everyone within 20 feet of me that's a friend has raised spirits, gaining advantage on attack rolls for the next 2 turns.
Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so go ahead and make that wisdom check. And you succeeded. So everybody has advantage, right? That's what you said?
Yeah, advantage on attack rolls for 2 turns.
Beautiful. Okay. So then if you're all done with your turn, it'll be Frosty's turn. And Frosty, you'll have advantage on your attack roll.
All right, it's a little too close for the straw, so I'll whip out my spoon, smack him in the face.
Beautiful. I like how what it dropped was exactly the same roll. You rolled a 16, it dropped a 16. All right. You smack it with your huge spoon, and the hunger pain just sort of it explodes in like shadowy energy, making creepy, ugly noises as it goes.
How's that go again?
I'm not doing it again. Well done. The hunger pains seem to be dealt with, and this area is now clear. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna keep moving.
Yeah,
Roll,
the
You're
spoon
Do we
just
roll,
gonna
see the
keep
missing
going.
piece?
I got my spatula on my shoulder.
Who was asking if who wants to make a sort of searching thing?
Frosty's going to be looking around, see if she can find the missing piece.
All right. You search around and there's just sort of like these little inky black pools of some liquid where the pangs were standing, but other than that, you don't really see anything of note in this area.
I'm going to taste it with my spoon.
Oh, are you now? All right. You take 1 point of damage. And as you taste it, it tastes horrendous. It almost tastes like eating bile, like vomit. It's just absolutely
golf.
disgusting.
It's like an Arby's roast beef.
Yes, exactly. Like an Arby's roast beef sandwich. That's what it tastes like.
So is
This tastes-
Frosty is Frosty melting a little?
No, just it kind of hurt going down, and maybe Frosty just took it like a champ. Who knows?
More coming out.
So I'm going to bring it over. My spoon still has some on there, and say, "Hey, Forrest, tastes terrible. Try this."
Do you eat it, Forrest?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 3 points of damage.
Isn't that the worst? Oh,
Oh, yeah. That was pretty bad.
You guys are gonna die before you even get to the end of this.
It looks like ice cream.
Okay. So
My mama always said dying was a part of life. I sure wish it wasn't.
it's true. Just in front of you, there is a huge stone door, and on this door there are 3 large dials. The dials have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 going around them, and the numbers are at north, east, south, and west. So 1, 2, 3, 4, around like that. Each dial is currently with the number 1 at the top, facing north. And there's an inscription on the door below the dials that reads, "Thrice repeating, nice for eating, a meal, a deal, a steal for certain."
it's the 4 for 4.
4 for 4.
So what do you do?
Forrest, check that out.
Check what?
So I'll go see if I can turn the first one to 4.
Okay. So you turn the leftmost one to 4. Nothing happens.
Try the next one.
So I'll look around. If no one else is doing anything, then I'll go turn the next one
Okay.
to 4.
Now the middle one says 4 and nothing happens.
I see
The
what he's
first
doing
one's
in our rush to
still
the
say
next
4?
one. Do 4.
One at a time. Sorry. What happened? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Does the first one still say 4?
Yes. So now they say 4, 4, 1.
I move one more.
You move the last one, Bacon,
Sure.
to 4?
Yeah.
All right. And once it says 4, 4, 4, the door sort of splits in the middle and slides to either side, opening in front of you.
Roll
Keep
in,
walking.
roll in. Lieutenant Dan will roll.
All right. So
This
just
forest
ahead
isn't
of
handicap
you.
accessible. I see steps.
Forrest, I need you. Pick me up, please.
I'll pick up Lieutenant Dan, carry him up the stairs.
So as as you continue forward, the area in front of you is significantly more overgrown than the area that you're leaving, and then the path sort of curves around to the left some more. What do you guys do?
Let's keep on rolling.
Yep. Keep on going.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to get a leg up here.
All right. So are you guys like turning him in his wheelchair and like boop 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 up the stairs? I love it. How does that make you feel, Lieutenant Dan?
He likes it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, other than just it's more forest and more path, you do see a little opening going south from that little pathway.
Now,
I move ahead.
Is that water or no?
I was wondering that too, but
It's not water. It's just like to show you that this area is way more overgrown than the last area. It's like I don't know what I didn't make these
I mean,
maps.
it looks paved. That's
I
why.
know.
Well, he was just wondering if he's going to have to get soggy.
It looks like we're at a mini golf course.
Right? That's what I thought when I was doing it, but I didn't want to say anything mean.
The Shamrock Shake pathway.
Right. So
Not mean.
Baconator,
Beautiful mini golf course.
as you pass by this little room, you see another one of those hungering, shadowy hunger pain creatures, and it snarls at you.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to charge in
Shoot
and
it.
attack.
Okay, go ahead. Ooh, dirty 20. And Frosty, unfortunately, your straw shot, you spit the little spitball through your straw and it just whizzes right past and misses. As Baconator charges in with his spatula and whomps the hunger pain on top of his head. And with that, we'll get an initiative check for everybody. All right. That brings Dave's double up first.
Okay. Dave is going to run in there and take a swing at the hunger pain with his ladle.
All right. Charging in with your ladle.
And
See you move me.
Ooh, critical hit.
Oh, I think it's dead.
Nat 20. Oh my gosh, beautiful. You just whomp down on it with your ladle and it just dissipates into a cloud of darkness. All right.
as long as Double Dave is around, there's never going to be hunger.
That's right. And in its wake, it leaves another small, icky black puddle where it was standing before.
I got more ice cream for you guys.
Oh, do you continue on? Okay.
Forrest runs
Oh,
over
I
and
think he's
grabs
gonna
some of the
search.
ice cream, and then I run back to Lieutenant Dan. I'm Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
I will take the ice cream and pull out the bedpan from underneath my wheelchair and dip it into the bedpan. And
Oh my god, that's so uncalled for. All right, moving on. I don't even know how to react to that. This hallway it begins curving to the right, and it is again significantly overgrown. Look, I'm trying to make the best
Just
of this
keep on
adventure.
moving.
Okay?
Rolling.
So Dave's going to go up to the next entrance here hallway.
I'm gonna follow.
All right. So you see to the pathway to your right. Let me reveal it for you. Ends with another door, and then there's a room to the north. And in that room, you can see there is a small tree stump sort of in the middle of the clearing, and on top of the tree stump there is a cup, just a red painted wooden cup on top of the tree stump.
So does anybody want to take a drink or look in it? Or...
I think it might be ice cream again. You should go check it out.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Dave will go in there and take a look at it, see if it's an empty or what.
Okay. As you approach and look in it, you can see the glinting of gold coins inside of the cup.
Oh, so I found
Do you
some coins.
Mm,
Oh,
pick it up?
I'll pick it up.
All right. You get 15 gold coins. I wonder, I can't, I think I can do this. There we go. You get the, you can keep the red cup as well, and you get 15 gold coins. Other than that, nothing happens. Yeah, it was just a red cup with some gold coins in it. Okay.
Frosty's gonna check out the gate.
Okay. As you get closer to the door, I'm going to move you back just one step. As you get to about there, these sort of ethereal looking, beautiful pop up out of nowhere. They just sort of appear right before you. And they say, the northernmost one on the battle map, she says, "My name's T." And then the other one says, "Oh no, that name's only for me, and that's the T." And then the northernmost one says, "Forgive her, she's unsweet, and that's the T." And then the southern one says, "How rude of her to be this unsweet, and that's the T." And then the northernmost one says, "Oh no, honey, that's the T." And before you, you are standing in front of sweet tea and unsweet tea. And you hear a sort of disembodied voice saying, "One is always truthful, one always gives falsehoods. Ask either of them one question to decide which to dip." And as that happens, a tray pops out in the door, and on the tray there is a stone frosty, a stone spoon, and a stone carton of French fries. What do you do?
I'll ask, where's the pecan pie? Sorry, I just had to say that. Country livers.
So one will always tell the truth, and one will always lie.
And what
There's
did you
a
say was in front of him again?
On the tray, there is a stone frosty, a stone carton of French fries, and a stone spoon. And in order to get the door open, you have to know which one to dip in the Frosty, the spoon or the French fries.
So Lieutenant Dan will roll on over there, and he will take the French fries and dip it into the Frosty.
Oh, you're just gonna do it?
I'm
You're
just
not even
gonna do it because
Okay.
because any self-respecting. Never mind. That's the only way to do it.
Okay, so you just sort of push past the teas and they both go, excuse me, as you like pass by them and don't even like engage with them. And you take a French fry, you dip it in the Frosty, and the door opens. And you can hear them both in unison saying, "That's the tea."
Yay.
And then they disappear.
I really wanted to kill him.
Because anyone who has ever been to Wendy's knows that the only way to eat a Frosty is with a friend.
That's right. Yeah, you were supposed to ask them a question, and one would lie and one would tell the truth. Okay, anyways,
Sorry.
that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? That was funny.
He's an angry drunkard, and he didn't have no time for no tea.
I love it.
Sometimes I guess there just aren't enough rocks.
Magic legs.
I love it. Okay, so the door opens after Lieutenant Dan dips his French fry, his stone fry, in the stone Frosty. The door opens, the teas disappear. They were a little miffed at you. And before the path goes for about another 20 to 30 feet, and then it looks like there's another intersection. Where would you like to go?
Dave's moving up here to the intersection.
To the intersection. I wish we could duplicate
All right.
tokens from having the 5
Like we do in our other game. Oh my god, yes. Okay, so to the right of you there's another stone door, and on that door you notice that it has a small circular indentation, and the inscription on the door reads, "A head have I, and indeed a tail, though a body I doth lack." That's what that one says. And then this is a little room here. And in this... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Finish your description, please.
Okay. In this room, there is, in the center of the room, there is a pedestal, and on top of the pedestal, there is a chicken nugget container sitting on top of the pedestal. And that's generally what you can see from where you guys are. Loud noises in my house, I'm sorry.
So Frosty will walk up to the gate and ask Dave, "Do you have a coin I can borrow for a moment?"
Yes, I
Do
do.
you-
Yes, I do. So I pass
So
over.
she will take the coin and put it up against the circle indentation.
Okay. You yeah, so you just like stick it in?
Yes.
Is there any other way?
Uh-huh.
No coin foreplay.
Okay.
Consensus is important.
My face is about to get super red. Okay. So you put the coin in the little indentation, and the coin disappears and the door opens. And right there is actually where we'll take our first quick little 5-minute break, because this is a mini boss. So if everybody doesn't mind being back in about 5 minutes, I'm going to use the restroom and I'll be right back.
Okay.
3.
Okay, sorry about that. There's quite a lot going on at my house right now. Um,
So I'm still waiting for my DoorDash from Wendy's to get here. I thought you were hooking us up, Robin.
if I could, I would.
You got stuck by the steps. There's no handicap entrance.
Oh my god. I wonder how much Ingorgio's chat is making fun of me.
Mic off.
I don't have it. Well, now I have it open, but I didn't have it open earlier.
The chat is asking
Mic
about the
on.
Fancy Grounds module.
Oh,
Everybody's wanting it.
yeah. I mean, I would give it. I just don't know how to legally do that. I mean, it's just fan content, right? Something like that. We can figure that out one of these days. I need to finish converting the rest of the adventure.
Did you like my dice color?
I do. It's like almost pink. It's like dusty pink.
It's the color of a Frosty.
Oh, I love it. I see Ralph. It's Ralph.
Raffy.
And a doggy.
Little doggo. Ralph is bigger than doggo.
What's your dog's name, Sven?
This is Parker.
Parker. Oh, so cute.
And we have a cat named Peter.
Oh, that's cute.
Your dog looks a lot like mine.
Together they make Spider-Man. Oh. What's your dog's name, Vex?
This is Goblin.
Goblin. Oh. That's adorable.
So Peter, Parker, and Goblin.
And then Pax is somewhere around.
Oh. All right. I think everybody's here. I did a vote in Fantasy Grounds.
This is my newest. This is Pax.
Oh my god, so
So
tiny.
little. Yeah, he's probably like the size of Ralph's foot.
He's trying to get to my ear, but it's inside the headset.
Oh.
I like how everyone came back with pets, and I came back with chips and beer. Like,
No, I don't. My cats are off being crazy somewhere.
I woke Ralph up. He was sleeping nicely.
So adorable. Okay. Who's not back? Is David back?
David's here.
was there a ready check? Oh, that's me. Sorry, I didn't know there was a ready
It's
check.
okay. No worries. And oh yeah, so you guys opened the door. It ate your coin.
Hey,
You shoved into its hole.
I thought that coin was just a loner.
And in this room, once I have a
Chicken.
I guess it's a good thing we only stuck a coin in there.
right. As the door sort of opens, you see 3 more snarling hunger pains, and just behind them, you see something that kind of looks like them, but looks a little different. It has sort of like wings on it, and it looks significantly more ferocious and evil. And that's
Mic off.
the G standing further in the back behind the 3 hunger pains.
I'm going to shoot the one in front of me.
Okay.
Mic on.
I'll let you go ahead and get your shot off, and then we'll go from there. All right. As you hurl a spitball through your straw shot, it hits one of the pangs and is its response to you. And first up will be Lieutenant Dan.
All right, so it says my speed is 0.
Yeah, that's not right. Everybody should have a speed of like 25 or 30.
I mean, it would be perfect because he technically has to roll everywhere. But,
That was just an error on my part. Sorry about that.
no worries. So if to get 30 of your friends, is that double movement? I'm assuming. So, like, if I wanted to get through Dave's double, would that take double movement?
I'm not sure. What are you reading that from?
Oh, just usually when you move through your ally squares, like.
Oh yeah, no. You can move through your allies squares. You just can't end your turn in the same square as them.
Okay, so Lieutenant Dane is going to start rolling. So you said 25, so right there. And oh, wait, it is he's going to grab and go, which is his passiveness. You can use the bonus action to move up to twice your movement speed and still attack or perform another action.
Yes.
So he's going to use that and will get in here and attack.
Nice.
Oh, and he can technically disengage for free too without provoking an attack of opportunity. And he's going to take out his little knife and go stabby, stabby, stab.
All right. You whip out your knife, going for the hunger pain, and you stab it.
Yes. Stabby, stab.
Stabby stab.
And then he's going to flip around in his wheelchair really quick and start rolling away as fast as he can.
Okay. All right.
And get right under.
Beautiful. Okay. Frosty, what would you like to do?
All right, so now that she sees there's actually a bunch of them, she's going to quickly shoot again.
Hack Tui through the straw. I love it that you're doing it. That is awesome. And you hit this time.
And I'm going to move back. There's a bunch of them in there.
There are. All right. The hunger pain sort of snarls at you as you hit it with your straw shot. And next up would be, is that all for you?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay. So this hunger pain is going to chase after Lieutenant Dan and try to bite him.
No.
And it hits. Finally, do
Lieutenant
some
Dan!
damage.
It's okay. Leave me, Forrest. Leave me.
And that's all that one's going to do. This one will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Perfect. Also go for you, Lieutenant Dan. Let me read this attack. If the ping is more than 10 feet away from the target, it can run towards them and ram them. Okay, this one actually comes charging at you, and it's going to try to ram into you. But it missed. And the last one
I got up onto one wheel, and that's why he missed.
will stay there. All right. Forrest, what will you be doing?
Okay, first of all, I want to use my hardy fulfillment again, if I can. Doesn't seem like there's any limit on these abilities. You can
Yeah, I know. So, had we not had so many technical difficulties, I was going to mention that at the beginning, that a lot of these powers or skills, they aren't that limited, which is why this system gets really broken, eventually.
Okay,
Mine is. I guess mine's the only one.
Oddly enough,
some
my
of them
passive,
do.
I didn't realize this before, but my passive actually stacks. I get, with Salt of the Earth, I get a +1 bonus to all wisdom ability checks and saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually get a +1 bonus on the check to try and give everybody advantage.
Yes, you do.
So I'm going to take a step forward and
Yay!
so everybody
All
has
right.
advantage for the next 2 turns.
Yes.
And then I'm going to move up over here and stab at Ping 2 with my great fork.
Beautiful. You might have, I think that you could put on the people from that ability that will give them
I think I do.
advantage.
Hold on. Yeah.
I think some of them I was able to like actually code the things that they do. You might have to target them, maybe.
I think I got them all.
I
Is
think
that
you did.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 rounds, attack advantage. Perfect. Look at that. I'm not a terrible dungeon master. All right. And your attack hits with your great fork as you shank at this hunger pain.
Get a fork full of that.
Will that end your turn? Beautiful. Baconator, what would you like to do?
Is there a space to stand north of Lieutenant Dan there?
Yeah, you could probably fit there.
I am going to attack. Well,
Womp womp.
what time? Actually, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
Well, that's a hit. With your giant spatula, you whomp the hunger ping, and it dies. Well done, sir. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh,
Dave-
yeah, I forgot to turn on your cold resistance
Oh, me? Dave?
Fresh, never frozen.
for
Yeah.
bacon. Yeah.
Dude, now I really want.
Okay, so
I
Dave's
know,
done.
this whole thing is making me hungry.
Yeah, I'm about to.
So Dave's going to move across the forest
Okay.
and then swing at the hunger pain in front of him.
Ooh, critical hit.
Yes.
I
Dave.
kind of miss Sirenscape.
That's 2 critical hits in a row for Devil Dave. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. A double critical hit for Dave's double. All right. You whomp on this one really hard with your ladle and you kill it. Well done. Will that end your turn?
Let's see. I got a few more feet I can move. I'm going to try to go out of the doorway.
Okay.
I think that's right. 5. Yep. Okay. That's 15. Okay.
Beautiful. All right. This creature, it sort of has a low grumbling sound that it makes that I can't do. So I've
Oh,
tried,
come
but
on.
Give it a shot.
I love that you guys find this so entertaining. It is going to conjure a cloud of poison around it. I just
Oh, it's from McDonald's.
need.
Uh huh.
I'm having issues. Sorry.
Where's the beef?
We all have issues. It's okay.
That's a fancy looking token you have there.
Yeah, I wonder who did that.
Isn't it though? It's beautiful. 5, 10, 15 foot radius. Beautiful. Okay. It conjures this huge pluming cloud of poison all the way around it. And that's what it will do for its turn. Lieutenant Dan, what will you be doing?
All right, Lieutenant Dan, he's going to roll on over to pang number 3, and he's going to stab. Maybe he's going to try and like roll over its foot as well.
Almost had a crit. So
That's
close.
Oh my god, it's so bad. And then he's going to roll over yonder, so the others can get on him. And he'll yell at Forrest too. Come on, Forrest, run!
Wonderful, wonderful. And Frosty, what will you be doing?
So I'm going to try to take out this pang for good.
Smoosh it. That is a hit with your beautiful straw shot. Oh no, but a 1 for the damage. I hate when that happens. Okay, this pang is super angry and it's going to 5, 10, 15. Lieutenant Dan, it is going to leave your melee range so you can make an attack of opportunity.
Lieutenant Dan Taylor.
And it's going to try to take a chomp out of you, Forrest. And it hits.
Something bit me.
Something did bite you, Forrest. And now it's your turn.
I'm gonna stab this thing.
Because it just came up and chomped on your
Stick a coin in its slot.
knee.
TJ Who's boss.
That's right. All right. Your great fork, you poke it with your great fork, deal a little bit of damage. Will that be all for you?
Yeah, that's it.
I like how Sven has like everything at the ready. He's got a fork. It's
He brought
awesome.
all the props.
He went to Wendy's tonight.
Yeah, he's got a Wendy's cup. It's beautiful.
It's the trooper behind him.
I love it.
Sven, did you specifically order something that would come with a fork just so you'd have like the fork?
No, I knew nothing about what this was besides it was Wendy's.
So Baconator hits with his spatula, and oh no, you missed. I'm sorry.
I missed.
I'm sorry.
I just stood here with bacon in my hands.
I really wish there was like a bacon weapon, like a stick of bacon. That would have been
Like
hilarious.
a bacon saber.
Yeah, like a
Oh.
bacon saber. Exactly. I'm sorry your attack missed. And Dave's double.
Well, I'm contemplating running in there, guys. What do you think?
You only live once.
That's right. So I'm going in.
Oh god.
And Sven pulls out bacon.
Okay, as you enter the poison cloud, sorry. You make a wisdom saving throw that you fail, so you take 4d4 poison damage.
Whoops.
But you may carry on with your turn.
Okay.
As the poison sort of singes your throat and your nasal passageways as you breathe it in, walking into it.
All
Grab
right.
his perfume.
Okay. It's breathable in here, guys. Come on. And then I'm going to attack it.
Yeah, it's totally good. It's fine. Ooh, that's a hit. Man, you guys with the really low damage rolls. You womp on the grumble with your ladle, and it grumbles. as you hit it.
Okay, then that's gonna be it for me.
Everyone has to hit it, so she does the groan and growl every time.
You guys,
Uh-huh.
I was a death metal singer once upon a time. I'm kidding. I was not. Don't.
I want to see
Oh
some
my
head
God.
banging.
All right. And now it's the Grumble's turn, and the cloud lasts
No,
for
no.
3 turns.
Is the grumble gonna grumble again?
Yes, and it is going to as it looks at you, Dave. It opens its horrid, ugly mouth, and this giant tongue comes out of the gaping maw of this crazy looking monster, and it is going to try and tongue whip you. Except
Giggity.
I'm having trouble actually targeting things. There we go. Oh my God, it crit you. I'm sorry. I'm so
No.
sorry.
No.
Oh my God.
I did a Wendy's campaign.
I
Look at
hate
good.
killing players so much.
He's just dying. He's
You
taking a
can't
nap.
kill us in our campaign, but in this campaign, you can murder the fuck out of people. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He just got a big old whiff of the smell.
Yeah. So to the rest of you, you can barely sort of see through the poison cloud, but you see Dave just like thump onto the floor, and you can see the outline of his body just laying on the forest floor. Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, he's willing to die in battle. He does not care because all his forefathers before him have all died in major battles. So he is going to wheel his way in and
We
get
all tired.
right yonder.
Oh yes, and you need to. I'm so bad at this. 1 second. Okay, wisdom saving throw. You save, so you don't take any damage. Actually,
So he gets a whiff of this stuff that Grumble's pointing off, and he's like, "It's just another Friday night for me. I smelled worse." And it's going to stabby at the Grumble.
Smells
all
like
right.
that hotel room from the other night.
That's right.
Yeah, max damage.
Nice. You stab it with your knife, and it grumbles back at you. And if you guys want me to not do that, I
No,
will.
Oh, I want you to do
Continue.
that every time he does
every time.
Yeah.
No, we did a poll in the chat, and it's 100%. We want you to do it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Should have been a double grumble when I got knocked down.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kill you. Man, I feel really bad. Okay, all right. Frosty, what will you be doing?
All right, so I'm still surprised 3 isn't dead yet, so I'm going to shoot him again.
All right. With your straw shot, that unfortunately does miss.
Well, I scared him
Aw.
at least.
Yes. And this pang will try to. I need to clear my target. Okay. This one will try to take a bite out of Baconator. You look so juicy with your bacon and beef.
And
Not just a piece of meat, okay?
And it bites you for 1 damage. Okay. And Forest. Oh, look at all your stuff that expired.
Yeah, Forrest is going to use the same ability again. Or at least try to.
It should have a limit, right? Like this whole thing was not designed very well.
And
All
yeah,
right, you pass. I told you guys this thing is nuts.
Lay your hearty fulfillment on me.
Wonderful. as the rest of you feel warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah, I do.
As the baked potato fills you up. Giggity.
With my giant fork, I stab at thee.
That's a hit on the pang. You guys' damage rolls are
When
so
I'm
bad.
so glad that one killed it, though. I did not want to attack it this turn.
You did kill it,
I
but
did.
the damage rolls are just horrible. All right, bacon.
I'm charging. Straight in.
Okay. You need to automatically make a saving throw. You failed horribly,
I'm a bacon.
taking 4d4 poison damage. I'm so sorry.
RM. Don't hold back here, huh?
I did say it was the mini boss, right?
Uh-huh.
Can't wait to fight the real boss.
Level up.
Oh, that's a hit. All right. As you hit it with your spatula, it grumbles. And Dave's double.
Double is getting overcooked.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're dying. So this system actually doesn't have death saving throws. I think it just did it automatically because Fantasy Grounds. I should have turned that off. But we can play with death saving throws if you want.
Why not?
All right, we'll leave it on. Unless anybody objects, then
Sometimes you gotta make a stand, right, Lieutenant Dan?
Yes. And I'll glare at him when he says stand.
all right. So unfortunately, Dave's double, you did fail
Yeah.
your death saving throw. Sorry. And the grumble, this will be the last turn for the poison cloud. And it is going to tongue whip Baconator.
I'm about to join you, Dave. I'm coming.
Oh,
We're going
watch
to
out.
the great heat lamp in the sky.
Shit.
Oh,
the great heat lamp's calling us.
she can't hit. She didn't grumble at you twice.
I'm so sorry. I didn't design this for the record. So. Oh my gosh. A Baconator crumbles to the ground. Fucking shit.
Crumbled bacon.
Do I need to make another save?
Shit. No, we'll just go with no.
No.
All right.
Make us all die.
All right. So Lieutenant Dan will look over at Baconator and we'll look at Dave's double, and then we'll look at Grumble and say, "What? You don't want no chicken? Am I too you too good for some chicken?" As I stab at him again.
Except both your buddies are dead on the floor.
I don't care. And then he can. He's going to turn and roll away with his grab and go passive ability.
Okay.
And and we'll tell Forrest to go in there and get him.
Okay. All right, Frosty. You see two slumps in the poison cloud of your friends on the ground.
All right, so I'm going to move up now. This Pang is finally dead,
Mhm.
and I'm going to aim for the Grumble.
All right. That's a hit.
We're gonna get there, guys. I have faith in us.
As you hit the grumble, you can hear its voice sort of growing weaker as it's growling in response to the pain. Will that end your turn, Frosty? All right.
Yes.
Baked potato. I keep hitting my mic.
Forrest is gonna charge on in there.
Get him, Forrest. Oh wait, right.
Poison damage.
You failed.
Oh, dang.
You're still alive.
I'm going to stab at him with my great fork.
That's a hit. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Yes, you did it.
Good
It's
damage.
dead. Oh my god, that was crazy. And as it dissipates, the poison cloud also disappears with it. And now that you are out of combat, you can kind of see that this area is actually has been used in the past as a campsite. There, where the Grumble was standing, there is sort of a makeshift fire pit, and
Surround it.
there's some like little stumps that could be used as seating. And yeah, your two friends are unconscious on the floor.
Now, do we have any healing ketchup packets that we can shove down their throats?
I was supposed to give you guys some, yes, but I think I might have forgotten. So let me
I'm
check.
going to try to stabilize them with my medicine check or something. Whatever I can do.
Unfortunately, that's not a thing in this system. So let me just give you guys. You were all supposed to start with one like Healy thing. I just don't remember what they were called. So uno momento, please. Oh, here we go. They are lemonades.
That's even better than ketchup packets.
I wonder. I always have the hardest time giving players items. I'm just going to put 5 lemonades in the party sheet,
That works.
and you guys can each grab one. There you go. And then they heal you for 1d8 hit points, which isn't very much. But it's enough to get your friends up off the ground. And then if you guys want, you can have a snack, which is a short rest here, and you can expend your hit dice to recover hit points.
So, yeah, I'll give my lemonade to Dave's.
Okay. Do you just like dump it down his throat?
Yeah, just hold my nose and dump it down it.
Is that the proper procedure, or is it like, is it more like we bathe him in it,
Oh, we'll say sure. They're magical. You could absorb them through the skin and benefit from healing.
Makes up all sticky.
Yes. Oh my god.
Chad is losing it.
Oh my gosh, I love it. This is hilarious. Okay, will you guys be doing a short snack here or just keep going?
Is there anything else besides this cooking fire here?
Um
Wasn't there some like a chicken nugget box over yonder?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
there was the chicken nuggets thing in the other room. I'm terribly sorry. I have to step away for like 30 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
Oh my Lanta.
I think we should take a short rest.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what it was that it healed? She said it was a D8. Is that right?
I believe so. I think it's D8.
The lemonade does, yeah.
Yeah. Yeez. Oh my god, it's a suppository lemonade. I just noticed the name.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. My cats were being really bad.
Oh.
So I'm back.
You should have brought Tiamat over.
No, they're being super bad. But anyways, okay. So did you guys decide on a short rest or just drinking the lemonades and keep going?
Did you say the lemonades are a D8?
Yeah, 1d8.
So Frosty's going to find Baconator's lemonade and give it to him.
Aww. Did you change it to suppository lemonade? Really?
That was what was suggested, and I just it sounded better than bathing him in it.
That's that sounds uncomfortable.
They're unconscious.
True. Okay, so Dave, you wake up to your friend giving you a lemonade suppository.
A little
Oh
sore.
my
Yeah.
God! What's going on here?
A little sore.
You feel a little better though.
Why am I all sticky?
I don't know. I run into a cloud, and then all of a sudden this happens.
Mhm. So, what would the five of you like to do here?
So, Baconator, you can give yourself the healing if you want.
Took my potion. So it will apply it to me. So I don't have any more, do I?
I can do it if you want. I built the
Lieutenant,
effect.
Lieutenant Dan's gonna wheel himself in there.
Oh
Thinking of small rest
no!
too, right?
Hey, there you
Oh
go. Max
yay!
healing from that one.
Max healing.
Yay.
But poor Dave only got 2.
I'm pretty tired. I think we should take a snack break.
Yeah, would you guys like to
Patties.
stop for a snack?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You
Yes.
may expend your hit dice to heal.
Do we just have one?
You should have 2. I know it's super weird, but you all have. Oh, okay, it is doing the bonuses right. So you do have like a natural bonus on your hit dice. Everybody's bonus is different. Like Baconator's is 9. So even though he rolled a 2, he gets 2 plus 9 healing. And you can expend both of your hit dice if you want, or you can just use one. All right.
Does the snack count as a meal, or is it? You said a meal is separate.
I think it counts as a meal because I mean it's just like a short rest long then sitting down for a meal would be a long rest. Do you have a feature that recovers on a meal? Is
Yes.
that what it is?
You can only use once between meals.
Oh yeah, then it would refresh now. So
Nice. Okay.
I don't know if I set them up right, but we'll see what that does. But yeah, so you guys sit down and have a little snack and tend to your
What do we-
wounds. Whatever you have on your rations. I know there aren't any rations, but we'll
Yes.
pretend you have rations.
So he's gonna pull out some barbecue sauce and dip it into dip some fries into the barbecue sauce and then dip both of those into the frosty and then because it is the only way to do it.
Mmm, yummy. Barbecue sauce.
It has a Dr. Pepper right next to it.
Yes, Dr. Pepper is the best drink ever. So in this room at the southern tip of it, there is what appears to be an overgrown doorway. And then there was still the room that you guys passed that had the chicken nuggets on a pedestal.
Yeah, so Forrest is going to wheel himself back there because he sees a picturesque of himself on the pedestal, just like, and is going to investigate.
Okay. So inside of the little chicken nuggets container are excuse me, there are 3 little chicken nugget shaped golden nuggets. Do you pick them up?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I am on currency. I am currency.
It is kind of your own currency. I don't know why it didn't give all of them to you. It should be 3. There are 3. I fixed it. on your inventory.
I was just looking at myself as golden.
Yeah, they look really nice. That was it though in this room. And then Baconator, in front of you, you see a another door, and the inscription on the door says, "Answer once each of these riddles 4. Answering wrong seals the door." And then below them are below that are 4 riddles. This is the first riddle. So I don't know. You don't have to answer them now if you want to let the party know that there's a riddle door where you are, Baconator, or you guys can try going through the other overgrown door.
I'm a moron.
Oh. So what do you guys do?
There's a door as I'm walking back to him.
Frosty's gonna look at this other overgrown door.
Okay. This one. Boop boop boop. The inscription on this door, you can see it sort of through the vines and stuff growing on the door, and it just says absolutely no entry.
Forest, go in there.
Yeah, Forrest will follow Lieutenant Dan's orders and go in there.
Okay. The door is actually unlocked. It just swings open for you. And ahead of you, you see the forest path, and it curves about 50 feet in front of you.
Do we see any kind of tracks or anything that would indicate which way the statue thief went?
You do not see any sort of tracks or anything like that in the ground.
Well, we're here. We may as well.
Yeah, I'll make my own track.
Now, is that a door immediately to her?
Yes. So
west?
that is another door. So many doors in this thing. And I'm trying to find the description for this door. The door that door to your left there, left on the map. It says "Return from whence you came." That's what the inscription on it says.
Forest, check that one out.
What?
Ask Forrest to go and check that one out too, if he can get it.
I'm sorry, what was the inscription?
It says "Return from whence you came."
While they're looking at the door, I'm going to go back in here and just look around and see if there's anything different.
Okay. I mean, I really wish there were actually there aren't really skills in this, so it's just going to use your wisdom modifier. But yeah, nothing looks different. It looks exactly how it was before. I know. I can just hear Bacon in the back of my head. Robin, I fucking hate puzzles like so much because I know he hates them.
Puzzles are life.
We can go back and take a look at that other door.
I'm just gonna follow dumbly.
Did you see if this door is open?
Start pushing on the door, even though it says pull.
Yeah, nothing happens though. This one doesn't even have like a door handle or anything like that. It looks like all the other doors. And the inscription just says, "Return from whence you came."
I think it means we have to go back to Alabama.
Hell yeah, let's go back to Alabama. Roll Tide.
We can just keep going then or do you
I'm gonna
guys
go to
want
that
to go
other
back to the
door.
other door?
That's up to you guys. Whatever you want to do.
Rolling.
I said, can keep on going. Let's keep on going.
Yeah. Or we can go try to the other door. It's up to you. Because the empty nugget thing is making me think 3 because he just found a cart with 3 nuggets in it. But then
Dun dun dun. But Baconator does know the other door that was all the way on the other side is a riddle door. It has 4 riddles on it. So
I say we push forward.
let's do it and start rolling.
Damn the riddles.
Make my own tracks.
all right. There's nothing particularly eventful or out of the ordinary in this path as you walk it. As you start reaching towards the end, you can hear strange rumbling, growling sounds, kind of similar to the ones you've heard before.
Quick question is, do we have experience in this, or is it like
Nope.
milestone, or how does that work?
Yeah. So the module was written with milestone. So after you finish like the first part, it says that everybody just becomes level 2, basically. Yeah. Not by my design. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Rolling.
When you get to later levels, do you get subclasses? Like I can become a sour cream and chive.
I really wish, but no, unfortunately. And the PDF for this, the classes only go up to level 5. So it's super bare minimum. They all have really broken abilities that have like no limit to them, as you've noticed. And yeah, like this thing gets really out of hand. And like at level 5, I did like math and they should have like 80 hit points, like somewhere in that ballpark. I was like, this stuff's insane. It's crazy. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So you can see ahead of you this path sort of, there's some like little alcoves to the left and right, and then it continues on. It ends in another overgrown door, like the one from the room before. And then there's a couple of little alcoves to the left and the right, and the left and the right.
Keep on rolling.
3 hops this time.
3 hops this time. So the little room on your right, the very first room on the right, there is a tree that is very rotted out, and there's a hole in the side of it.
I shove my hand in the hole looking for anything.
Do you now? All right. As you feel around in the hole with your hand, your fingers grasp something metal and cold, and as you pull it out, you see 4 gold coins in your hand.
Put them in my pocket.
Awesome. I don't know why the parcels aren't working, but I'm gonna fix it. There you go. I always thought you could just drag a parcel onto one character and give them the whole parcel, but for some reason it's only giving one. Like if there's multiple, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. The room to the left, there is another dead tree in the middle of this room, and again, it has a hole in the side of it.
Forrest runs over and sticks his hand in. Ooh, I want some gold.
Reaching into the hole, you feel around. You don't feel any gold coins, but you do feel a piece of paper.
I pull out the piece of paper.
Okay. Do you look at it?
Yes.
Can you read it?
On this piece of paper, it says, "He lies ahead. He is ready. He is hungry."
I will hold up the piece of paper upside down and I'll say, "Look, guys, it's in French."
Lieutenant Dan is just going to shake his head.
I'm gonna believe him.
He's like, French dictators.
I see you scouting ahead, Frosty. Sorry, I'm not the fastest dungeon master. So, Frosty, as you're scouting ahead, you see in the room to the right 2 more hunger pains snarling, and you haven't quite made it to that left room.
I'm gonna shoot him and say, "There's more down here."
And Lieutenant Dan will start getting ready to wheel himself up. Since Forrest is taking too long.
All right. So you can go ahead and get your shot off, Frosty, and then we'll do initiative. Unfortunately, your straw shot misses. Just Bacon needs to roll.
I am sorry. It was
It's
gonna be on the
okay.
map.
You're fine. All right. First up is Dave's double. You hear Frosty calling back at you. Hey, there's some monsters up here.
Okay, so Dave's going to move as far as he can, but I don't think he's going to make it.
Oh, unfortunately.
Okay, what?
Oh, I think you could, if you want to use your action, you can dash and double your movement.
Okay, I'll move a little bit further, closer, but I don't want to get next to him just right now.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did have a brush with death. And then if that will end your turn, you can pass to Chicken Nuggets, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, is it? What time of day is it?
It's probably early evening now, like 5 or 6 p.m.
Okay. So Lieutenant Dan's going to look over at Forrest and shake his head and just wheel himself. 25, and then we'll go stabby.
Beautiful. Stabby stab with
And
your
miss.
dagger knife, and you missed. Will that be
No.
all for you?
Yes.
All right, Baconator.
I don't know if I can even make it. Can I?
If you dash, you can make it. You just won't be able to attack. All right. The hunger pain thinks that Baconator looks really tasty.
Off my patties, bitch.
I moved the wrong one. I'm sorry.
That's what I thought.
Okay. This retcon, this hunger pain thinks Lieutenant Dan looks really tasty.
Why is it because I'm in a wheelchair? Huh?
No, it's just because you're right there.
Hey,
um,
now
I-
the double looks better, doesn't it?
right, yeah. It missed trying to bite you, even though you're right in front of it.
Going for the legs.
And
He's going for
right
the-
now, this hunger pain is going to try to take a bite out of this juicy baconator, right in front of, and that's a miss too. What's your armor class?
In.
Like 15, probably somewhere. Okay, doesn't matter. All right, baked potato forest. What will you be doing?
Oh, I am going to give an inspirational speech about how, you wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I can run like the wind. And from that day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running.
Okay, I love it.
And then I'm going to try and use my hearty fulfillment again, because why not?
Absolutely.
and as Lieutenant Dan
Oh, no!
I failed.
and as Forrest is talking about that, Lieutenant Dan's going to look over him and look down at his missing legs and just shake.
And Forrest, you must have stumbled your way through your hearty speech. It just didn't quite work.
And knowing that I didn't do it right, I'm going to take my great
Your great fork, okay. And you hit with your great fork. I love it. All right. Will that end your turn? And Frosty.
Frosty's gonna watch as Baconator goes in and attacks, sees how he's moving so I don't hit him, and I'm gonna blast at the pan.
Hey, you hit with your straw shot. Hack Tui. All right, Dave's double.
Okay, well, Dave's going to take a massive swing with his ladle at the pane in front of him.
Wump 'em with your ladle. Oh, very nice hit.
And now for the end of the pane.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, max damage. Good job. Well done. As you squash this pang with your ladle, it dissolves into a pile of black goo.
Okay, so then Dave's going to do a little moving here.
Ice cream.
Mmm.
There we
Beautiful. Wonderful.
go. And on to the next.
All right. Chicken nuggets.
Nuggets.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan Taylor's going to stabby.
Hey, you hit.
Yeah, and he's going to stab it right in the knee.
In the what?
In the knee, if it has a knee.
Oh, okay. You got cut off there for a second.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's going to stab him right in the knee.
All right.
And then he's going to wheel over here, over one.
And Baconator. Bacon.
Sorry, I have to get to the
You okay? Ooh, you guys are rolling so good now. Very nice. Well done. As
And that
you
will be
womp on
my
the pig.
and
Huh? What did you say?
so it's gonna my turn.
Oh, okay. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. This ping, let's see. Dave's double. You killed his friend. So he's going to target you.
Do your best. Do your best.
As it turns and looks at you glaringly and growls.
Hey, you didn't growl when I stepped.
Sorry, I forget sometimes. I dirty 20'd you for 3 damage. Forest, baked potato. What you got?
Vex, you're not wrong.
Sorry.
It's okay. What happened?
I'm nothing. I just forgot to hit push to talk.
Oh.
Forrest is gonna take a step forward and he's gonna forget about hearty fulfillment and just stab with his fork.
Oh. And you missed.
He totally forgot. He spaced.
It's okay.
Peas and carrots.
All right, Frosty.
And move up a little bit, get a clearer shot, and try it again.
And you hit with your straw shot. Tui. Oh, with a piddly 2 damage. All right, Dave's double. This thing is trying to chomp at you. You killed its friend.
Okay. Hey, I have a quick question.
Mhm.
Okay, so I have the skill 2 beef patties.
Mhm.
Does this mean I get to use the both ladles? Because I have 2 ladles, one in each hand.
Yep. Yeah, so you can
So I
hit
could-
with them both.
Oh, okay, that's I do. Okay, that's what I'm gonna start doing from now on.
Yes, my bad. I should have
I was-
reminded you.
I was just trying to figure. I just figured that out. So okay.
Yeah,
All right, here we go. All right, so
womp on it.
here my first hit.
Okay. Oh, nat 20! It's gonna die. Watch. You won't even get to. Now I can double hit, but now you can't because you're gonna kill it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Well done. As you smoosh it into the ground with your ladle, it dissolves into a little pool of black goo.
Okay.
Other than that, there's nothing else in this room. It was just the 2 little hunger pains.
As I'm having hunger pains myself.
I know, I'm so hungry now.
So glad I ate a lot.
My
I'm
cats are
literally,
being super bad.
I'm literally looking at Wendy's shit right now.
DoorDash, bring me food. Okay, so the door. Oh, and Baconator, the room to the left of you. There's a tree stump in this room that you can see. And stuck in the wood is a metal triangle with 2 straight edges and an edge that's a tad jagged, like it's been broken off of something. And as you approach that door, Frosty, it sort of just parts right in front of you.
I just went away.
There's something in this tree and I'm stumped.
They wanted to see your kitties. Kitties. With a K.
And Frosty, what you see in this room in front of you, there are sort of leaf and debris strewn about the forest floor. And way there in the back, you can see this great beast. He's got giant wings that span 6 or 7 feet in length and snarling teeth and just this black inky appearance about him. He's got giant talons for feet and he has large curving horns on his head. And he's snarling.
Gonna shoot
How
him.
I
is he
can't even
hungry?
do it anymore.
Maybe he's hungry.
Just turn on one of the 3D printers. I'm sure they make enough noise.
Oh yeah, but they make like robot noises. They sound like little beep beep boop boop boop.
Not how your stomach's supposed to sound?
Yes. Okay. So
And
that's what
shoot
you
it
see,
and say,
Frosty.
"The giant hunger in here."
Yes.
Lieutenant Dan will turn around and start wheeling himself over there.
All right. I will have everyone do an initiative roll. Phew.
Finally got double digits.
Oh, nice. And it looks like Dave's double. You are first again
Okay, well, it looks
with the great initiative roll.
like Dave's double is going to have the dash over there.
Mm-hmm. Bacon, did you pull the thing out of the tree stump? Is that something that you wanted to do? No? Okay.
I heard monster and I turned around instantly.
Okay, so there's
Okay.
Dave, and Dave's going to pass the turn on.
Okay. Next up is Frosty.
Frosty's gonna step forward and sort of hold her back her arms, arch her back, raise a couple of inches off the ground as she emanates this light. And Hunger really likes her a lot.
Yes. Yes. He failed his saving throw.
So he will not attack me
Right.
unless I
He's
attack him.
charmed by you, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Perfect.
I'm going to move the rest of my movement.
Okay. Okay, cool. You put the little spoon effect on. Perfect. Thank you so much, because that will help me remember. All right. Baked potato forest. A little spoon. Oh my gosh. Sven with the props. All the props.
Oh wait, where's it at, Spin?
He has a
Oh.
little orange spoon.
Oh, it's okay. It's a frosty.
That's great.
I love it.
I want a frosty.
Okay, Forrest is going to run. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, I can get all the way over there.
Beautiful.
And then can I hold my hearty fulfillment until everybody's within 20 feet?
Sure, why not? There's no rules for that, but I'll allow it.
Okay, I'll wait until everybody's within 20 feet to roll it.
I just want you all to walk away from this and say, Robin is the nicest dungeon master ever. That's my goal.
I mean, considering 3 of y'all watch me DM and you know I'm evil, yeah, you're pretty damn nice.
Other than I did let 2 of you guys die tonight. I'm so sorry. Well, go unconscious, but okay.
That's okay. That's
Chicken
the fun part.
nuggets.
So, Lieutenant Dan, he's going to roll himself in there with his bonus action, letting him roll up to twice his move. And we'll get right up next to the hunger. And then Lieutenant Dan will also do. And we'll stab at him.
Okay. You growl back at it. That's adorable. You missed.
And he misses.
All right. This is beautiful. The hunger is going to conjure his poison cloud.
Counterspell.
That doesn't work. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to read this wing swipe. Any targets in front of hunger. So
You wouldn't
3
want to
of
poison
you.
your friend.
Oh, he can't attack Frosty. Poop. Then he's just gonna wing swipe at Lieutenant Dan and Forrest. So he'll turn a little bit and then try to swipe at you guys with his wing. And only hit Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan!
He's going to yell out, is it because I'm in a wheelchair? Is that why you got
And Forrest, you are able to duck away, probably because you're not in a wheelchair. Baconator, what will you do?
I'm gonna attack.
Okay, before Baconator attacks, now that everybody's range, I'm gonna use my Hardy Fulfillment.
Perfect. Yep, go ahead and roll that. You did it! And before you attack, Baconator, there you go. Now you have advantage.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, but you still missed.
And
Aw.
Lieutenant Dan will look at Forrest like he couldn't have done that sooner.
All right, Dave's double. It's on you.
Okay. Quick question: are we using flanking or not?
No.
Okay.
No flanking.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
That's okay. Here we go. Dave's moving in and using both his ladles and smacking up this hunger.
Nice. I'm so glad that you figured that out because I feel really bad that I forgot about that. Oh, you hit. Almost max damage too.
Okay.
Good job.
All right, that was the first ladle. Here comes the second ladle.
Here comes the second ladle. I love it. That's a hit. Nice damage again. You are just whomping on this guy. He growls at you.
All right, Frosty, you're up.
Frosty.
So would she be able to know that this thing can poison? Spew like the other one did?
Yeah, sure.
Do they look
You've
similar
seen
enough?
one, you kind of
Alright.
seen them all. Yeah.
Wow.
So she's gonna actually just spend her turn. Hunger, I understand you're really upset, but you really don't want to poison your friend and try to convince it to not spew its poison and kill us all again.
is how it responds to you. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Baked Potato, you are up.
Can I interject here for 1 second?
Of course.
Every time you do your roar,
Oh yeah.
the viewer count in Twitch goes up. Like literally every time you've done it, it just goes up.
It's hilarious.
It is.
It really has been doing it. It's so funny.
It is. Anyway, sorry. Back to Forrest.
That's very
Now
interesting.
you know what you have to do when you stream.
Right? Make a sound thing of rapping.
I'll just I'll start doing my my metal covers and I'll stream them.
There you go.
All right.
Next stabs with the force. Sorry,
Okay.
Forrest does.
Be thankful you had advantage because you totally whiffed. You dropped a 1, but
Yeah,
you hit. Beautiful. All right, you shank it with your fork. And chicken nuggets.
So Lieutenant Dan Taylor, he's a little upset right now that hunger got the best of him, so he's going to return.
Oh no!
And he's gonna start getting pissed and like kind of trying to wheel his chair up and like smacking him. But
oh, you just can't get a good shot in. Okay. Hunger looks at you, Frosty, and he vocalizes a little, and he says, "No poison, hunger, no poison." And then he takes off. He flaps his wings and flies. So all of you can get an attack of opportunity as he begins to flap away. I'll let those rolls go through. And we'll see if he dies trying to fly away.
Lieutenant Dan's a little mad.
I don't know why I rolled that.
Oh, you killed him. All right. So as he was flapping his great beastly wings, you guys started, slashing at him and trying to whomp him as he flew away. And Baconator connects with the very last hit, and Hunger just sort of explodes in a force of dark, shadowy energy. And I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Get it all in me. I mean, what?
All right. Let's see.
Poor Forrest.
Forrest and Baconator take.
All the damage.
No, not that much. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this.
Just
I
trying
guess
to
I'll
figure out
just target
not to
them.
murder us.
Who failed? Shit. Forrest and Baconator. Thank you. Okay, I know how to do this.
Wouldn't Did Devil Dave fail also?
No, the DC was 8.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know. Okay, whatever. It worked out fine. Okay, and then he disappears and leaves in his wake a big pile of black goop. Okay. So Baconator, do you tell them about what you saw in the tree stump in the other room? I'm sorry, I didn't hear your answer.
I said, yeah, I told him that there was something shining in the tree.
Yep.
Is there anything to the east here? The way the map's cut off, I can't tell.
There's not. No.
Let's go take
Just forest.
Why don't we go take a closer look at what Baconator saw in the other room?
All right. Yeah, so there's a tree stump in this room here, and in it there's a small metal triangle with 2 straight edges and an edge that's really jagged, like it was broken off of something.
Tui rating my party of 6. Thank you, Rob.
Hey, could that be the missing part to my double statue?
Could be.
So Lieutenant Dan's going to wheel himself on over there and tell Forrest to come on.
If you want to take it out of the tree stump, I've put the item in the party sheet.
Yes, Lieutenant Dan definitely will pull up.
Okay, it's in the party sheet for you. So for that's it. You guys have cleared the forest. You found the missing piece to the statue. So we'll just sort of narrate what happens as you guys go back to town with the missing piece. You place it in the statue, I assume, right? Who sees to see if it fits or whatnot?
Yes, Lieutenant Dan will stick it in if he can get up.
Giggity. Dang it. Okay. Right. So you replace the statue piece, and the shrouded man that spoke to you earlier, he appears out of nowhere, and he explains to you, the 5 of you, that he has been working for Queen Wendy for many years, and he knew that the 5 of you would be able to recover this piece to the statue. He's no longer very adept or very skilled, and he's unable to protect the kingdom as well as he used to. And he would like to know if the 5 of you would be so brave to adventure on to a place called Creeping Vale and take care of the kernel of the grease bucket there. for a future adventure, of course.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, yes. We definitely want to conquer the Colonel.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Anything for the
Indeed.
queen.
We gotta get that. I've heard there's a secret recipe involved.
There is, of course. And to reward you, he gives each of you a magical item called Dave's Never Frozen Spatula, which is a spatula weapon that you may each have. And he tells you this magical spatula is particularly excellent at fighting frozen foes, because here in Freshtovia, we love our beef fresh but never frozen.
So, Mr. Nugget or Lieutenant Dan will like take his spatula and stick it into like underneath like where his legs would be, and try to like stick it in there. And
It's very warm. It's not like so burns you, but it is very warm and very cozy feeling to the touch.
oh, giggity!
Um, okay. And with that, that sort of concludes the first part of this adventure. There are 4 more parts, so off camera we can discuss if you guys want to carry on the adventure or not. I know it's
So we would become level 2 then?
yes, and then everybody would become level 2 and get new abilities. But yeah, thank you guys so much for playing this with me. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope I was a at least mediocre dungeon master for you.
It was awesome.
But I had a lot
That
of fun.
was so much fun.
Oh yes, it was a lot of fun.
You
Thank you
guys
for all the
were
hard
excellent.
work. I know it was not easy to get this prepared.
Yeah, it was quite a bit of work. So, maybe I'll either will continue the adventure or I'll run it again, because I've already done all the work and it's all there. So
Yes, that was lovely. I've been waiting and I loved it.
Aw, you guys were excellent players, by the way. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for the invite. I had fun.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
We need it.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we need to get a Bubba.
Right? Yeah. And Gorgie, I don't know if you wanted to, like, maybe if anybody in your chat had any questions or anything like that, I'll be happy to take some for a few minutes
Okay.
about this module or about the system or whatever.
Well, I believe it was Lensman was asking about the like getting it. I don't know, because I know like someone did it and you did it. Like I know it was done in like Core RPG and shit like that.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like I mean, the Wendy's RPG is a free PDF. You can get the PDF for free from their website. So I think I could share the conversion of it because it's already free content. But if somebody's a lawyer and in chat wants to correct me on that, then that's fine too. But the extension that makes everything look all Wendy's, I didn't make that, so I don't have the right to share that, if that makes sense. But I'm happy to. What I made basically is just the adventure and the classes. I put that all into a module so that you could run it in 5th edition. This extension that changes the way Fantasy Grounds looks and stuff, that was made by Shadzar. So I don't think I could share that part. But I'm happy to, unless somebody comes along and says, no, you can't do that, I'd be happy to share the conversion, which is just the adventure content and the class content and that kind of stuff. So yeah, hit me up on Discord, or y'all can follow me on Twitter or whatever, and we'll touch base on that. I don't mind. I did all the work, might as well, right?
Yeah. FeastofLegends.com says Vex. Sven asks what was behind the riddle door.
Ooh, yeah, because they didn't go and get it. There was treasure, actually, really good treasure. There was an amulet that would have granted the wearer resistance against damage done from hunger monsters. So what they should have done was gotten the amulet first before they opened the other door to the room where 2 players died, basically. But shit happens, and adventurers get a little gung
Derailed.
ho.
Well, I am out. Thank you again for inviting me.
Thank you, Bacon, for playing.
Yep. Let me know about next session or whatever.
Yes, absolutely. We will. If people want to continue the adventure, we'll keep that Discord channel and we'll discuss that in the future.
Otherwise, I'll see you in like a week and a half. Or
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, bye.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
You. Nice to meet you.
Yep. Good night.
That was fun, though. Darth Vex, we could not read what you had written on that sheet.
On what sheet?
I wrote down the website to get the PDF. Feastoflegends.com.
Yeah,
It's all
if
one
you
word.
Google it.
Feastoflegends.com.
And like when I was prepping for this, I just kept Googling Wendy's RPG, and it's like the first result that comes up too. So it's pretty easy to find.
It is.
But yeah, the whole PDF is free too. So if you are like me and just have time on your hand, you can always convert it yourself too. But like I said, some things about this system I had to like finagle to make it work in 5th edition because, well, one, they don't use a constitution stat in this system, so I just ignored constitution. And then 2, they have other names for the stats. I don't know how to make a custom rule set with like custom character sheets, so I just translated those. So they have a stat called grace, which is exactly like dexterity, so that's just what I did. Whatever it said for grace things, I would just change it to be dexterity things, and so on and so forth. So that's how my version of the module works. But if you read the PDF and then look at my module, you'll be like, there's discrepancy here. But that's just because I had to make it work in Fantasy Grounds.
That's what matters is you can make it your own.
That's right. Yeah. But if somebody wants to make a custom rule set for the Wendy's RPG,
if only you knew someone who did that.
I mean, well, I think Shadzar was working on it, but do you know how to make custom, like a whole rule set, though?
Hell no.
I don't know enough Lua. Like, I can look at the Lua and go, okay, I sort of understand what's going on here, but not actually modify.
Where's Bob at when you need him?
Right. I mean, like, it's one thing to make an extension, but a whole custom rule set with custom character sheets, that just sounds like way too much work.
Yeah. That.
But you guys were awesome. I had a lot of fun.
My favorite thing about the Feast of Legends website is you go there and like there's like a book that like rotates back and forth like this, and it like every time I look at it, I'm like, okay, where do I spend $30 to get the book? It'll just sit on my shelf, but it looks.
Yes, I want like an actual book. That'd be awesome. I'd buy it.
Hell yeah!
I don't even care.
Just go to Wendy's and like, I want the book. Where's the book?
Yeah, just walk into Wendy's and be like, I'd like to buy the RPG book, please.
Right. That's
totally,
a good point. That
do you want fries with that?
Said in chat that you could just make a copy of the 5th edition rule set and then go in that and just change the skill names to be what they're supposed to be or whatever. That's a good point.
I think you can do that.
Maybe I'll tinker around with it someday, one of these days. Oh, I think I'm gonna pop off though. But again, thank you guys so much for playing this with me. If you stay in my Discord, we'll discuss if you guys want to continue the adventure.
Absolutely. As we're getting rated by the
I'm so
sorry.
Dot
Network, and we're just ending.
They missed it.
I know.
Thank you guys for the raid, though. But the game is over. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
We need a Bubba for instances just like now where he can just start talking about shrimp as we fade out.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that was fun. Okay, I am going to pop out, though. Thanks, everybody, so much.
Yeah, Robin, thank you for running it.
Bye.
see you bright and early.
Yeah, for tomorrow's stream.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.